Hello, I'm Greg Harrison with USDA Market News Service here in St. Joe, Missouri with your national feeder cattle summary this week. Well, the downtrend continues in our feeder cattle markets this week, as looking at feeder cattle and calves are trading mostly $5 to $15 lower this week. CME cattle futures over the last several weeks have really latched onto a lead balloon, and it's weighed pretty heavily on this feeder cattle market over the last couple of weeks. The wide, massive, long liquidation selling has just swamped the cattle futures. But looking at overall demand on, especially on lightweight calves, remains very good for these lightweight stocker cattle, mostly weighing under 550 pounds. Overall availability of these lightweight calves to make into yearlings usually gets tighter as we roll into spring to put on grass. So the demand for these lightweight calves remains very good. Heavier weight feeders, especially weighing over 650 pounds, the supply is readily available for a lot of these cattle, and these cattle are really feeling the full pressure of the price declines this week. A lot of the major sale barns in northern and southern plains this week are seeing some of their heaviest receipts of the year. Unfortunately, timing of a volatile feeder cattle market and futures market is playing just kind of wrecking havoc with some of the prices, though, in a lot of these bigger cattle. Cattle buyers have paid high premiums for a lot of feeder cattle, and now break-evens are much higher than the futures are. You're looking at a June board in the 146 range, and that just doesn't bode very well for these bigger yearling cattle, especially weighing 800 pounds and over. The record high prices in the cattle futures over last year were supported by fund buying, and now the funds are pulling back and looking like they've had their belly full of the cattle market. But at some point, you like to think that this break will be deemed overdone, but the question is when that will happen. However, there were some impressive sales this week around the auction circuit, starting in Bassett, Nebraska on Wednesday. Feeder steers weighing under 650 pounds, so with very good demand. They sold near 550 head of steer calves averaging 577 pounds that sold with a weighted average price at $299.22. They sold over 200 head of thin steers averaging 624 pounds that traded with a weighted average price at $291.35. A lot of these steers, all these steers will be going out for summer grazing, and these type of cattle will be taken to larger weights on pasture, and the type of cattle they'll just do it all. Looking at some regional weighted average prices this week, starting in the south central regions, 500 to 600 pound steers trading about $12 lower this week at $261.71. 600-700 pound steer calves trading $7 lower at $234.20. 700 to 800 pounds trading $9 lower at $214.99, and 800 to 900 pound steers about $5 lower at $202.17. And in the north central region, 600-700 pound steers trading about $6 lower at $248.90. 700 to 800 pounds trading $3 lower at $223.57, and 800 to 900 pound steers trading $6 lower at $205.98. Cash cattle trade this week in feedlots. Nebraska dress sales are trading at $256. That's running about $4 to $9 lower than last week, and some live prices in Kansas at $160, trading $3 to $4.50 lower than last week. Hopefully next week this feeder cattle market and futures will find some footing, and we'll just have to wait and see if that happens. But this market's been pressured pretty good the last couple of weeks. So be back with you next week and catch more markets at this website. Talk to you then. Thanks for listening.